Let's explore Manresa Wilds, formerly known as the Norwalk Harbor Generating Station, or that big blue building with the smokestack on the Norwalk shore. For years I've been curious about what's going on there, and in October of 2025 I finally found out. Join me to get the scoop on what this thing is, how it came to be, what's going on there now, and what's next. This place has been a secure facility since the 50s, then shut down and locked up for over a decade. We'll see it up close like almost nobody has ever seen it before, both outside and in. Manresa Wilds is a new public park being created on Manresa Island at the Norwalk, Connecticut shore. It's the project of Austin and Allison McCord of Dado fame. They purchased it in 2024 and created the non-profit Manresa Island Corp. To create it as a public space, repurposing much of the infrastructure. How awesome is that? The original island was 23 acres and was the site of the Jesuit Manresa Institute. After years of excavation, landfill, and coal ash dumping, it now extends to well over 100 acres, with 125 acres in the Manresa Wilds Park. The natural area consists of a birch forest and wetlands. There were many birds to be seen on a walk around, including sparrows, a yellow-rumped warbler, battling hawks and crows, and even a late-season osprey. I have high hopes for the area as another great birding location on the shore. The main feature is the Norwalk Harbor Generating Station, built in the late 50s and opened in 1960 as a coal-fired plant. By 1972, it had been fully converted to oil burning. It was used full-time until the early 2000s, when it was used as a peaker plant until it flooded in 2012 in Hurricane Sandy. After that, it shut down permanently in 2013. Its peak year was 1977, when over 3.2 million barrels of oil were burned, averaging 370 barrels per hour. There are three main sections of the station: the administration building and the generator and boiler buildings. The administration building had been tidied up a bit, but it still had the feel as if the workers just walked away 10 years ago. Cleaned their stuff out of the lockers, but still left the equipment around because maybe nobody needs it, or maybe just in case they do. There are labs and offices and just stuff employees need, like lunchrooms and locker rooms. There's an executive boardroom on the top floor with a commanding view of the oil tanks and harbor. The generator building has two massive generators. I'm told the noise when running was 90 decibels. They say that sound over 85 decibels can cause permanent hearing loss. Imagine an 8-hour shift of that. The sound must have pervaded all the buildings, as I saw several places where there was sound insulation built into the walls. And just off the boiler room is the control room. This room delivers straight out of Cold War command centers. Gives you just a feel for the kinds of things that they had to deal with. The boiler building is where the oil burns, heating water into steam for the generators. Sounds simple, but apparently is way, way, way more complex when your fire's burning 6 barrels a minute and your smoke goes through filters that big and goes up a chimney that tall. It's over 11 stories of metal grate floors surrounding burners, boilers, and lots of pipes and ducts and coils and meters and dials and knobs and switches and valves and really big valves and warning signs and spare parts and portals to hell. It must have been nice that when you're waiting for permission from the shift supervisor, you can chill out by the big picture windows and enjoy the view of the Long Island Sound. Or even better, stroll out under the roof and check out Norwalk. The islands, the sound, and even the New York City skyline if it's clear and you look closely. That building is an overwhelming and awesome place for infrastructure technology geeks like me. I would love a walkthrough with one of the engineers who designed it or worked there back in the day. Since Manresa Island was acquired in 2024, they've removed the oil tanks and are cleaning up the property. They opened it up to limited tours in 2025, which is how I was able to get access. There's a lot of cleanup to do, both inside and out, that will take years. They've hired some big name companies to design the revitalization. It's an exciting work in progress, still in the ideas stage. Ideas? I have some ideas. How about an outdoor movie theater? I've thought for years it would be cool to project movies on the side of the building. People could watch from the Norwalk beaches or boats in the harbor. Or how about an art space? Fill some levels with studios and galleries. How inspiring it would be to fill those cavernous spaces with form and color. Let's repurpose some of those pipes into art. And finally, the secret power plant tour. I know the old piping and asbestos insulation has to go so we can have ADA compliant spaces that won't kill people. We have to make room for swimming pools, cafes, and gyms and whatnot according to the plan. However, leave a basement level or two with dirty pipes and wires with gritty floors and bad lighting for people like me. Let's relive what it was like to work in a loud, dangerous, dirty place that gave us our electricity 24/7, 365 days a year. There is so much more here. What are you interested in? The past? The future? The marshlands and restoration of nature? Post-apocalyptic urban exploration? Let me know in the comments below and subscribe if you want follow-ups on Manresa or for other cool explorations.